Hi guys. Thought I'd take you with me while I take this hair out, which is just socks. But also say that this is the start of week 3 of exercise. As I said, this week I only get to do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. There will be no exercise on Friday apart from what I do at work between 6:30 and 2. And we all know that can be heaps. Just wondering if I could just take it out that way. Ooh. This is literally just been on here all night. But depending on what I do, normally it comes out. I think I wrapped it really tightly around this one. And I just put cream rinse in my hair. I made a spray of like a conditioner and water. And I just sectioned each of my hair. Obviously I sectioned this one better than I did the other one. Because this one doesn't want to come out as easily. But it's just 3 socks. 3 socks. It definitely doesn't want to come out as easily. Oh, there it goes. There we go. Oh, and then obviously I have to. I've really twisted this around this one. There we go. Oh my gosh. I mean, this will fall out during the day, obviously. It'll fall out probably while I'm talking to you. But so yeah, I did half an hour. And I think the exercise I did today, which was like fat burning. So apparently my fat burning zone is between 105 and 106 and 140 or something. I don't know what it is. Something like that. And so this workout puts you in that fat burning. I'm just gonna add a little bit of water. Calm it down a little bit. Puts you in that fat burning area. So that's good. I don't know whether or not I should just put it up in a ponytail and have a ringlet hair. This. Just leave it. I don't even know. But yeah, so I will probably do that this whole week just because it's easy to find. So setting my clock for 6 o'clock and just going from there. I'm trying to get this to go down a little bit from like being high up there because I don't like it high right there. And as you can see, because I wet it a little bit, it's already falling out. Doesn't last all that long, but I've got my watch on because it wants to die because I've done so much exercise this weekend. But yes, so I've done walking workout, but in the fat burning, 30 minutes. So I did that this morning, and I will do that for the rest of the week, just to kind of, just add that 10 minutes on. Like I said, I don't know what I'm going to be able to do when it comes to exercise at work. Not exercise at work, but exercise when I'm at this conference. But I will do my best. Sorry, this just happens when I'm trying to talk and do this. I'm not giving you my full attention. I will do my best to try to go out or go to a gym or something. I just don't know what is there. So I am having my coffee and these cluster oats. Let me see if I can tell you how much they eat. Oops. How many calories? So for 45 grams, it's 891 kilojoules or 213 calories. And this cereal is so yum. It's my favorite cereal. I'm sure I have more than 45 grams. But I'll probably eat less because obviously I don't want to like be consuming more than that. And then I've got two lots of two lots of lunch that I'm taking with me today because I'm slightly lazy and I really like to pack lunches for 2 days so I don't have to have this every time. So I've got these fruit drinks, which I know isn't very good. It's 440 kilojoules, so that's like probably the same calories as this drink, but this is my sweet treat. And then I've got 2 chicken tenders with some hash bites and some peas, carrots, and corn. That's for today probably. And then I've got my chicken chive for another day with hash bites, peas, carrots, and corn. I need to put some sweet chili sauce in there. I need to see what I'm having for dinner tonight. What have I got in the fridge for dinner tonight? Because obviously, if it's chicken tenders, I don't want to have that. So I think it's a piece of fish and chicken chive. So I'll make sure that I have the chicken tenders today, so that I have that tomorrow. Finishing off the end of this. And then I've just found this, which is gluten-free and vegan-free, because I'm going to a painting night, which is gonna feel so weird to do a painting night that's not with my friends, because the last 2 times I've gone home to Canada, I've done a painting night with my girls. So it's really weird to think that I'm doing a painting night and I'm not doing it with my girls. But I bought that, and I got, because there is some people coming that are gluten-free and vegan, these spring rolls, there's 4 of them in here, and then there's 8 samosas. I think there's only a couple of people that would fall into this category. And then this was supposed to be gluten-free. It is vegan-free, but not gluten-free, which is really enough. It says it may contain gluten, so they'll have to decide. But I have to cook all those. And then I'm also going to cook this. So I'm in charge of bringing snacks. So those are the snacks I'm bringing. And I've got 2 bottles of grape juice as well, sparkling grape juice, to do with her painting, since obviously we're going to be at church and we're not drinking. We're not going to be on church premises, so there's possible they might bring a thing of wine. We're going to be at the coffee shop, which is under the church. which the church owns. Because it's the pastor that does this with us. And hopefully my friend Laura will come. It was interesting. We were all having this talk about, well, church was about prayer. And, church was about prayer and, you know, the knock and seek and the door will be open. I'm talking about how many times, like, God asks us to do that. Or, like, we put on a habit, like, we don't want to be whinging, we don't want to be squeaking wheels, so we don't do it. And I'm really bad at asking. And I feel like the devil uses it a little bit to kind of say, like, just accept it. It's God's will not to happen. Like being a wife or a mom. But it's a desire that God has given me from like day dot. So I'm going to try to be praying for that again. Obviously I want to get that good relationship with God where I can I just need to see myself the way he sees me and not this whole, like, I don't matter. Because I've seen him move while I've been here and show me that I do matter. And my needs will be met. Kind of so. And the other thing we're talking about is, like, the desires that God gives us and how hard it is once we split up from a marriage or whatever to go back to the, like, what's it called, celibacy side of things after we've had, like, yeah, and how our body is, like, designed for those things. Just interesting. It was an interesting conversation. And also we were saying, like, it's something that's not talked about at all between, like, generations or whatever. And these desires aren't bad because God's given them to you. It's just what you do with it. So it was such a good, I need to listen to it again when it goes up on Tuesday, and I'll send it to a couple of people. Because it was such a good sermon on prayer and remembering to seek and knock and ask God for stuff. And about obedience, how, like, quite often you see people in the Bible who get their miracles, per se. And it's because they've done something beforehand. Like, Abraham Abraham obeyed God and went to take his son to the altar. And then didn't have to sacrifice him. Hannah was barren for years. She kept going and praying. And she finally got a baby. Peter did something as well. I forget what he said Peter did. Paul was in chains. And the angel came to him, and that's what this sermon was on. The angel came to Paul and just said, Paul, get up. And Paul got up, and his chains fell off. He said, put on your clothes and follow me. He put on his clothes. He followed him right past sleeping guards. Doors flung open, and he was free. He could have been like, why are you coming to me? Like, why am I getting on just to be executed? I'm in chains. Like, why am I putting on clothes? Like, why do I need that if I'm about to be dead? all those things. And how comical it was that the church was praying for Peter. And then when Peter showed up at the door, the girl was so excited. She like pretty much slammed the door shut. Went and told everyone. They all told her that she was lying. Like, yes, we've been praying for this miracle and that Peter would be spared, but Peter's not really going to be spared because somebody else before him wasn't spared. But he was. So it was just a really interesting sermon. Anyways, this has gone on for way too long. And I need to get myself together to go to work. So I'll catch you on the flip side after my conference, my EC conference, and let you know how I did the rest of the week. If I was able to do exercise Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. The reason I can't do it Friday is that I have to be at work for 6:30. I have to leave to go on the train at 5:27 is my train. So I leave here at like 5:10 to walk up to the train. So I actually already have to get up at like 4 or 4:30. And I just struggle. I just do not think right now that I can get up earlier than that to do that, especially when there's an event on Friday night at this conference that I have to go to, that they pay for me to go to. Like a meet and greet type thing. So I'm already going to be super tired, so I cannot. But we will see what I can do Saturday, Sunday to get in my steps, or, yeah, whatever. We'll just see. But this is my first time staying in a hotel that everything's paid for, so that's interesting. Anyways, have a good evening. Bye, guys. Have a good Sunday for most of you.